My question is that a wake up call to everybody to work on their personal brand and be more visible?
9 months ago, I was laid off and it all became real, right? So, what do you do next? Personal brand. It's unfortunate that a lot of us in the seat in the layoff, that's where you start. LinkedIn has been, increase in users based on people being laid off. And so they start their personal brand. My own journey, I said, I have to take the lead, right? It's my personal brand. So I started to really start posting, start sharing. And like you said, there was a hesitance of how much should I share, like the videos and whatnot. But having started this journey several months ago, like you mentioned, so many wonderful things have come out of it. One of them being this particular podcast, and other wonderful things that have happened with me, with being invited to conferences, being invited to events, covering things that I would have never thought I could, based on the fact that I took the reins and I said, this is my personal brand. I'm taking it over.
And I just want to hit on something really quick because there may be other listeners out here who are in the same position, right? They're recently laid off, or maybe they've been laid off for some time and they're not really sure of direction to go in. You said, I started my personal brand. And I want to just kind of change the language around that because your personal brand started before you got laid off, right? The relationships you were building, the network and the connections. I'm sure you can DM some of those people that you've made those relationships with, and maybe there's an opportunity there for something else, etc. You and your personal brand will follow you no matter where you go. All you're doing is exposing it in a different way. And it feels uncomfortable because you're not used to it. But the more you get used to it, the more comfortable you will be doing it.
I want to add on to that or ask you about that because what Rocio has done is she made herself visible. Like her brand, she purposely made it visible. And often people are afraid of, they feel like it's self promotion instead of just becoming visible. In fact, again, the reason why we met was because I began seeing her frequently on LinkedIn. And then we ended up at the same conference. And this person whose face I was already familiar with seeing walks up on me. And I was excited to see her because I was like, oh, this is a real person in real life. And so we connected. And then I was like, you know what? Anybody who hustles this hard, I want to be connected to them.